Howdy folks, Dirtnap's dad here. Today I will be taking in Poseidon here to this Joust match with Dirtnap Dan and also a Fenrir going up against another Poseidon, an Izanami, and a Chalk. So this is actually a game I played the other week, but was one where I hadn't played Poseidon in a while. But for whatever reason, distinctly remember Defend Middle Lanes, how to play a better Poseidon episode cast, and wanted to kind of get back into them because I'm trying to work on having more flexibility with some of the mages that I played, and he's definitely a good one here for not only Joust but also Conquest. So wanted to kind of break back in on him here. So the big thing that I was looking to do with him here is focusing on my tide meter and getting out good abilities. You can go out as Poseidon and throw out your abilities, but without the tide meter, they're just not as good. So, wanted to work on that, and in hindsight, after this game, I thought it was a real good comparison between the two Poseidons here. So it was a game that I just kind of wanted to come back here and revisit, to really kind of dissect down what's going on here between the two different teams, the two different Poseidons, and differences. So, right off the bat, my first thing here, I went 2 into my Whirlpool and 1 into my 2. So as you can see, I come out with my 2 first because I want to get my my tide meter up first. Then I'm going to go ahead and get my Whirlpool out on those archers and get some tick damage on all 3 of them there. Well, not quite. I think I might have missed 2 of them, but definitely got to work on the aim. That's a whole nother ballpark here. One thing at a time, So again, got the pool up in front of the minions as they were coming across, but mainly just trying to kind of get the feel of it down a little bit here in the beginning. Again, as far as how quick it takes to cast it out and so forth. But the main thing here is that tide meter down there is staying full so that when I do use my abilities, oof, I almost got caught there. You know what? I better just kind of get back around here because, yeah, Izzy, she used that 3 to get up on me, and well, that's the end of me there. So, yep, you're going to have that. You are squishy. My abilities were down. I was in a bad spot. And, yeah, Izzy had the opportunity to take it. She took it. I would have done the same. It was a good call on her part. Actually, I really appreciated the play. So, again, I had the pool up, and there's nothing wrong with using the pool when your tide meter isn't, okay? Obviously, there's going to be times when it's still the right thing to do. But generally speaking, it doesn't take that long to get your pool up quick, and then, I'll get this right, to get your tide meter up right then so that your pool is more effective and so forth. So, again, here, just got to get my mana buff on here. Thank you, team, for helping me get that up and running because, it's, what the hell is the thing? Sometimes, those buffs. Alright, so we got a full tide meter out here. We're going to go ahead and drop that in there on those guys. Avoid his Whirlpool as best possible. And then kind of get back out, make sure our tide meter stays up. And, oh, we do have our 1 trained up now, so we do have that at our disposal as well. So again, this is a battle of patience. Yeah. No reason to really drop anything out there, there I thought, if they're going to aggress in, I'll go ahead and trap them there, and if not, by the time the next minions are here, I'll have another Whirlpool to the ready, and well, look at that, I do. So there we go, get them all trapped up in there and zone the area off. Izzy coming in hot though with her ult. We'll go ahead and knock her back as Kumba comes in, tries to lock her down. She's going to go ahead and beads out of that, it looks like there. Chalk zoning me off there with the axe throw. Yeah, okay, you want to dance by it? Let's just go ahead and kind of throw the Kraken out there. Let them know we have it right at this point, Sometimes that's okay. Just, hey, I got this now. You be careful. And part of it is just a zoning thing there, it was just buying time. My guys are kind of hurt. Give them a little, moment to kind of get things set out here. And again, we're also trying to feel out our Fenrir too, who is, random to us, so we're not quite sure, of skill level there. Ooh, don't want to get hit by that axe. So one thing that I have learned that helps you dodge abilities, stop attacking. You move faster. Okay? Run straight, don't backpedal. So, there just to stop attacking, turn and take your few steps. Then come back in, get your whirlpool there on the midst of them. There you go. There we go. And Kumba goes down. Well, there's Dan taking a dirt nap again. Oh, and I'm just like, they're all so low health. But realistically, I'm so low health too. But my Kraken's back, so I'm feeling somewhat brave at this point. Because, if I can kind of get someone trapped in that whirlpool. Or get a right about... Oh, and he immune, and it was just like one of those things where I wanted to try to not cast it, but it was just too late at that point, and I couldn't even just, get the flick over to the Izanami's side. It was just like, just, damn, Aegis. Alright, well, hey, you win some and lose some with Krakens. But, I think that's another thing, just to kind of throw out there in Smite in general. You're not going to hit every ability every time. I've seen some really good people that hit 90% of their stuff, but they still miss 10. It is my job to dodge, dive, duck, dip, and dodge again and stuff like that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to, you'll have done everything right, but I did a right counter move so I can get away with it, But anyway, all right, nothing fantastic going on out there that I can get over to. So I'm going to go ahead and get my mana buff here. Looks like they're getting backed up. Not quite sure what happened there as Fenrir got over to my side and then just died there. Oh, we'll throw that whirlpool out there as I knew Chalk was in that vicinity. But we'll go ahead and take the cautious way around here. And I'm like, oh my goodness, seriously? And yeah. So, again, I hadn't played Poseidon in a while. That's the story, I'm sticking with it. But I'll settle in here, and again, it's one of those things where, we just got to realize that I may be good at Poseidon. I know how to play him, and generally have the right muscle memory to use all of his abilities, but, then I don't play him for a week, a month. I don't even know when the last time I played him prior to this was. It actually might have been multiple months for all I know. So, coming back out, even if I was a rank 10 Poseidon, that I may not have played him for 2 months and, might be a little bit rusty. We all go through skill decay in this game. You play Poseidon for a week and you get him down pat, then you set him down for a little bit and go do some other gods, and then when you come back it's like, whoa, like, how did I lose all my stuff? So, anyway, I'm getting at the point here where, to me I kind of see this as, again, as a duel between me and the other Poseidon, and he's got the early start here, but again, I'm also going for a build that is not an early start. It's theoretically not even online yet. It comes online here more after Magus, and I start getting those, getting them stuck in that whirlpool and getting those ticks on them there. That's when this build really comes online. It's a bit more of a mid game, not an early game, that's for sure. As I'm just not in the right spot there. As that Izanami ult is definitely a heck of a lot easier to get off these days, isn't it, folks? Yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead, hit that speed buff, and just kind of wash my way right back up onto the fountain here. Alright, so we're not off to a great start. It's 1 and 6. They got almost a 3k gold lead on us. Level-wise, we're actually, interestingly enough, on par level-wise. Up there, they take a 1 level advantage. 2 level advantage. Alright. So they slightly ahead on levels, but not much. And actually our Kumba was doing pretty good here level-wise. He's leading our way, so that's a nice thing when your tank's leading a little bit, right? That's not necessarily a nice thing. That means things aren't going quite as well for you. So, alright. So, yeah, again, just gotta do what I do here. And again, there was, a good time to throw the whirlpool out without worrying about the tide pool, because it wasn't really in an important spot. It's me and Fenrir clearing the wave. I'm not building stacks, so I'm not necessarily worried about that. But we'll go ahead and zone them off and kind of put Izanami in a bad spot. But my guys are back doing damage buff. But again, that zone gave me the time that, Poseidon's just now getting there to the battle. And, oh, there we go. There's, oh, nope, we don't need the Kraken anymore. Oh, Lord. We're just going to go ahead and get out dodge. I think I did throw the Kraken out there on the Izzy or Chalk or whoever was out there, just because I knew I was almost dead, and if they were going to get in, I might have died. So, again, a lot of zoning going on here with Poseidon as I go throughout this game. And that's something that, that, again, is often underestimated, the value in. I would have died definitely back there to the Poseidon if I wouldn't have zoned him off when Izzy was freeing into me. I made him have to go out and around my whirlpool to get out into the fight. And that time bought, saved my life. So it definitely makes a lot of sense. So, alright, now we're coming back out. Here's Chalk, here's Poseidon. Kumba's not in a great spot. Let's go ahead and ult somebody out, buy him some time. Got the whirlpool out on the minis. Try to throw that over there and hit that Poseidon back off me. And reset. But we're okay, And Dan's going to go ahead and back. That's probably not the best place to do that in, though. As I walk into the Izanami ult. Oh, this match is kind of going, I walk into the Chalk ability now. Come on now. Dirt Naps, Dad. You can do better than this. And I forgot Poseidon's over there. And so he's definitely up against a very good Poseidon, in a lot of aspects here. So he, again, is winning all off the bat. I'm just sticking to my guns, though. I know that, I'm going to continue to build and just do well with what I do. As Dirt Nap Dan goes down here as well. Let's go ahead and just kind of zip up to me getting back out to lane. Along with Fenrir here, as they're going to go ahead and retreat back, get their buys on, which is probably a good thing for them. Bad thing for me. Poseidon's back out from already having done so, along with Izanami. So we got a few momentary moments here without the Chalk. Oh, yes, good call. That was a great play on our Fenrir. I had the circle out. I seen him with the ult, and as soon as I seen him turn to go into the whirlpool with her, I'm like, yes, it is time to break the Kraken out. I like that was just, it was a solid play here. And as the game went along here, our Fenrir also just seemed to be getting better and better. So we were pretty happy, again, with, just being patient here and getting to this, late game play. As there's a nice one to pick me up a kill, but Fenrir goes down as part of that mix. But we got Chalk kind of out of position now. He's in the midst of the whirlpool. He's getting his defenses down, but Izanami in to save the day, and Dirt Nap Dan's going to have to go ahead and get out of dodge. We use our one to kind of just push her off. She's circles threes in, but we're still able to get out of dodge as she has to pull up to take out our minion wave. Alright, well, we have damage, so we don't have to worry about that. We'll just go ahead and make sure we got our tide meter worked up here as well. And do I think to go get my mana buff here? That'd be a good idea. High five. See, you gotta pay attention to the little things, even when watching the game back that you played the other week. So like, oh, what should I be doing here? I should be getting mana buff. I'm not in a good spot with that. But now that I got, this build is just so fun. I mean, you see it there. It's you see what's coming. I'm just going right down that line. And yeah, it is fun because now at the point where you get them caught in that whirlpool. They got the extra slow from the Gem of Isolation. This means their protections are getting shredded even more. And just putting them in a much easier position to even hit. I'm getting into a mess. You know what? Yeah. Well, that was just a mess. Poseidon coming out the side there at, precisely the wrong moment for me. Well, again, it happens. You just... I'm not going to be perfect in this game, and the day that I'm perfect in this game is the day that I will walk away from it, because it won't be fun anymore. Because if I'm perfect at it, then I'll win at it all the time. And if you win all the time, well, where's the fun in that? So, alright, let's get back here to our Phoenix defenses. We got them on the run already. And, well, all we did was run out of base. So, Chalk's going back the back way. I'm going to get these minions squared up here. And let's see, where are we going? We're thinking, oh, they're doing the Bull Demon. Can I get it out? Not quite. Just a little bit too late, but we do get some damage out there with that Kraken still nonetheless. And there goes one. Can we get there? Two. There's two. Can we get three? Oh, what a yawn. What a yawn picks her up. Now where are we going to go? Nowhere but into the corner. Again, backtracking into a buff hole is a bad thing. It is a death trap. So you guys may have got the Bull Demon, but you don't have no Bull Demon buff. Sorry about that. Matter of fact, I think we can even get in, get a tower here. Perhaps, if we are lucky, get these minions down so our minions stay alive. Oh, we only got archers left. That's not a good thing. Yep, try to... Oh, yep, and here comes Poseidon. So, yep, alright, out of dodge we go. But, see if we can't get him in a bad spot there. Well, not quite. Not quite. So, Fenrir's going to be right back. So, yep, it's time to go ahead and fall back to the defensive point. Oh, Kumba, you're out there. And you know what? I'm pretty low on mana. I got some gold here to spend. I can finish off my, my poly, which... This is something I know I need to work on a lot, and it's the... I don't know. Now I'm going to get dyslexic about it because I thought about it. So basically, I just need to learn how to weave my abilities in and hit that poly in between abilities and so forth. So is not something I've worked on much, but something that I know I need to work on to continue to get better. Wanted to get a ward back here on that end, just because, they have been doing some sneaking around. Want to make sure that, they don't think they can go back and do Bull Demon again uncontested and so forth. Just knowledge is power. Wards win games, even in Joust. Alright, so where are we at here? 17 minutes in. Their gold lead is slowly evaporating. Their kill lead is slowly evaporating. Their health is slowly evaporating. Boy, Chalk just... he felt that one there. He definitely felt that one there. Oh, Poseidon, you're going into a bad spot. Izzy, you're not in a good spot either. Bye-bye. I caught her peeking on the wrong side of the combat. I'm like, you're not paying attention to Poseidon? You realize I'm just going to put a whirlpool under your feet, and after it ticks a couple times, let that Magus do its thing. Then I'll go ahead and drop the Kraken in on you, and I'll be done with you. Get the nice one in there to try to get some push off, but Chalk backs away from it just in time. And I'm like, what do we got here? Do we got a mana buff? Can I? Do I want to take that? Yeah, can I? Yeah, Fenrir, you got the right idea. High five. Let's go ahead and take me up this mana buff. Ooh, I even found it on the first time right away. I was pretty high five about that, and hit Chalk with my wand. Alright, sometimes I know how to do these things. Sometimes. Like I said, I still got a lot of work to do on my Poseidon. But I really like this build. Again, it's a slow build-up build, but boy, once it gets going, it gets going. You just kind of tear some people apart with it. So next thing here, we're going to go into Chronos Pendant, because again, we just want to keep our abilities up and running here. So getting that 20% cooldown there, and the passive on that will definitely help with that. Let's just try to... Alright, so I took some of that damage. I don't know why I did that. Kind of a dumb one, but also needed to get my other ward up back here, because I kind of know what Izzy's thinking. they were thinking it here. So what do we got? Oh, we got a nice yawn there, and that's going to put her in a bad spot. I see the Aegis, so I'm pulling up on that. Looking for the Kraken. There it is. Ba-boom. Bye-bye, Chalk. You're goner. There's another Kraken, but it's not going to take anybody out in our team. Oh, Poseidon. Run as fast as you can. Because that yawn is going to slow you down, and then I'm going to miss you with my one-shots every time. Excuse me. Someday, I will get over this illness and be able to talk again at length without coughing or nasal drips or anything. I didn't take that. No, I got blue buff. It's kind of that, you know, the old, you kind of want to as, as you're going over it, but, oh, and there goes the Poseidon down to Fenrir, and yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get some health back, you know, call out that jungle buff sitting there. Do I want to pick up a potion or a ward ring? Yeah, I'm going to just pick up some extra mana potions because I've been running out a little bit here. It's not a super mana, high mana build on it. Mainly focusing around more on the 2 and getting, you know, just getting your abilities in and just being efficient with them, you know, so it's not about spamming the abilities so much as it is just, you know, really just being efficient with it and melting people quickly. So we got them coming out of their mana buff here. We're thinking about Bull Demon at this point. And yeah, you know what? We say let's just go ahead and go for it here. There's Izzy. We knew she was going to go ahead and come. I'll go ahead and let's get her warded off here because we're not really worried about the Bull Demon just yet. Oh, that was a poor Kraken on my part. But we get a nice whirlpool out here on the back end. There it goes. Izanami, she's down in that. Huh, 5. It gets spun around here as we're low health. But we got some opportunity to get another whirlpool out there. And there's going to go Chalk, right? Bye-bye. And, oh, that Aegis there saves the Poseidon for the moment. But that Brutalize has other things in mind. Down he goes. That was a nice one by Fenrir. Now we can go ahead and get back to what we came back here to begin with, as I almost got hit with that, not paying attention. Get that Bull Demon. Going to go ahead and get back, get some health going on, get our buy on, get that Ratatouille coming in here. Get tier 2 of that. Ooh, it'd be nice to get some more, but well, is what it is. Can't do that yet. Alright, so Dan's up there holding us tight, keeping the minions up front. And we're going to go ahead and hop our way out here with Fenrir. Can we... Well, there we go. I was going to say, can I at least upgrade my abilities? I do need to work on that sometimes as well. We get our whirlpool out here, get those minions down. And remember that the Phoenix is down. We can get in there and attack that. I swear, you know, how often I see that, you know, myself and other people just getting in there on that. You know, you get the Bull Demon buff, but then you kind of forget that it's down and you can get in underneath it. But we get the Kraken in there on the Poseidon. He's down. I'm looking for that Izanami, but just can't quite get past the Chalk. Just take care of the minions again and be patient here. My team is dead, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of dodge. The damage buff's up, so we're going to go ahead and just back over and drop that here. This has been a bit of a marathon game, but it's okay. There comes Izzy and Chalk, I think. Yeah, that was an Izzy Chalk combo. I'm just going to go ahead and, you know what? I'm not trying to fight both of you here just yet, you know. I will be patient. Alright, they're going for the mana buff, so let's go. Ooh, I was a little slow on that. Okay, no biggie. I took damage buff. I don't need the mana buff anymore. So... just kind of waiting for my team because, well, that's what a good Poseidon does, you know. I don't want to get in there and be all squishy like thinking I can get them. You know, could I maybe? Maybe. You can always maybe 1 versus 3 some gods and have some fun with it and sometimes get away with it. But more than likely, I'm not. So, you know, just being patient, waiting, drawing them out. Yeah. You know, which way are we attacking from? You don't know, do you? We're coming in from both sides here, guys. You don't got no defenses. Ooh. The Kumba almost picks up Poseidon. The Kraken comes out, but we're feeling pretty good. Where are you going with him? Oh, didn't get him in the center, but that's okay. There he goes. We got him down. Now we'll get the Whirlpool over there. Ooh, I better back up. And where's Izzy? There she is. Oh, sorry, Izzy. Boy, that hits for a nice little chunk there at 500 and some. Go ahead and get that Whirlpool out there on the zone. And, oh, no. I turned around right into that. Kind of thought that the Fenrir had her there and I was just going to worry about the Poseidon, but no, wasn't quite what it was. So, hey, poo-poo happens, but on the bright side, we got Ratatouille out of that. Yeah, and now we're going to come out back to Dodge here, see how well we do with that new little toy. So we got my team here up front. Let's go ahead and just get that guy out of our way and pick up some free Tide Meter out. Are you guys going to save me any fun up here? Oh, you are? Alright, awesome. Come on, Poseidon, what? You don't want to chase? Don't want to chase? I didn't think so. So their Phoenix is back up here, but very low health. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm ready to just kind of go in and do this now at this point. Oh, just look at those ticks just grabbing on them there and pulling them. Like, come on, Dan. You're the big guy. Oh, you got no health. Okay. Well, that's why he's not leading the way in. He's got no health. But, you know, it's one of those frustrating moments of like, do you back here? Do you not back? If we can just get the kills, then we can just push in. Can't get the kills if we, you know, don't got the health to dive in. You know, wait for minions. But they got such good clear between the Izzy and the Poseidon. Just try to push them back a little bit. Nope, not quite going to do it there either. But in the meanwhile, Dan's slowly building health back up, and here's where they are impatient. Izzy dives in overly too deep. We were kind of ready for that. There's the Kraken that's going to finish her off. I'm going to go ahead and scoot right through that, and I think, ooh, yeah, I'm just going to continue to have to back up because, well, Dirt Nap Dan taking a dirt nap again. Let's go ahead and, there goes Fenrir. So again, very good. Very tight game, well played on both sides. I'm going to have to go ahead and back up here and heal up a little bit and kind of come back out, see what's going on here. Are they back at El Budimon? Let's see what we can do here. Let's go ahead and get our things going. Can we time our one here to get that? Not quite, not going to do it. So they're going to go ahead and get the buff. I'm going to get the Kraken. But I do get a nice Whirlpool down on them, and I'm going to get kind of out of dodge, kind of, maybe. Just thinking, I don't have any safety here. Could have dropped the Whirlpool maybe, but I really felt like they kind of pulled off there, so I went ahead and saved that. Probably not the right thing to do. Probably should have dropped that Whirlpool. Definitely should have dropped that Whirlpool. So again, now, we got the gold lead, we got the kill lead. And they have the objective momentum on us here with having the Bull Demon. So again, this was a really enjoyed this game. It was just on, you know, had a good pace to it the whole time. You know, had a lot of fun, different things happening here. You know, Fenrir turned out to be a really good player. You know, that meshed well with us, and we had a lot of good moves. Their Izzy is taking out our middle Phoenix, which sucked. I can't get out of here to save my life. So, you know what? I'm just going to be done with that. They get her chased off anyway. And, ooh, that was a good one by their Poseidon. But I'm going to go ahead and scooch out the other way while my team comes out to save my bacon. I'm going to go ahead and back up to Fountain. Alright, so let's go ahead and just back over to Fountain. And alright, so we got a good push on here up to their Phoenix. We got two of them down. Chalk's the only one up, but there goes their Phoenix. So now, where are we at? So Dan is running out from Fountain. It's just Fenrir and I, and Fenrir is backing off here at the moment. But Chalk says, no, not yet. Not yet at all. I'm like, well, now I got Kumba here, so let's go ahead and push forward. Oh, that was a good rain there on Chalk's part. Appreciated that. That was a good call. It definitely threw off where I wanted to be there precisely. as Dan gets out of dodge with just a smidgen of health left. Batman, you better run. Alright, let me just slow these guys down so you can get out of dodge here. Oh, Lord, can he get away with that? Oh, yes, he can. Just... No, he can't. He got caught on the backside. Oh, thought I'd saved him. There's a nice cracking in. Oh, Poseidon! Goodbye! Oh, I felt good with that one. That was a nice 3-4 punch there to take him down with a 1 on top to finish things up. So again, you know, we're just... I gotta be cautious here. There's 2 of them, 1 of me, but, you know, we... I don't know where Izzy's at. Need to be cautious. Mana buffs up. Let's get the tide meter going, right? Pick up the tide meter. Go ahead and take some mana. It's not going to hurt. Be patient here. Phoenix is down still, but it's getting close. You know, don't know where they're at. Need my team. You know, it was just patience, patience, patience here. Kind of stinks, but it is what we need to do. So grab some wards because, well, they would definitely help. Grab a sentry here too, just for argument's sake. Alright, anyway. Ooh, there we go. So we get the fire minions out here. Let's get them cleared up. Our Phoenix is back up, but they dropped the Bull Demon. So, ugh. Let's go ahead and just put a ward right in this area here. They're all out there. We're going to drop the sentry back there and then come back out. And that's where I realized you can't have 2 wards and a sentry out. Learned that actually recently too, that it is 2 of any type, not 2 wards and 1 sentry ward. So there's a nice Kraken to kind of soften them up there. And oh, couldn't quite drop the Izzy, but boy, she's running back home, I'm pretty sure at this point. There we go. Get a nice whirlpool in on those 2. And boy, look at those health drop. Oh, and Izzy didn't go back home. She's sticking around. And, well, that's a dangerous thing to do this close to our fountain. But, you know, they're trying to get the pressure on. Fenrir's going to cycle back and in. So I'm going to go ahead and cycle back around. You'd think I would have thought about buying a power pot here with all that gold. But no, I'm just kind of keeping an eye on things. Trying to... Oh, just... Almost had Izzy coming forward into that whirlpool, but not quite. Dirt Nap Dan's getting the charge out forward here. Let's get those minions wrapped up there into that whirlwind. He's somebody up in here. There's Chalk. And down goes Izzy on that downfall. High five. Look at it. The fat man just going. He's just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm taking this fight to your Phoenix. We're going to drop that thing. We're going to drop your Titan. We're just going to win this game. I'm done. He was done. So sure, Fenrir and I are like, oh, hey, okay, let's do this. Alright, back around this side, we got minions coming. Let's go ahead and put him in a spot where he can't really back up, which gives me a crack in the shot there. I think I did some damage with that, not 100% sure, but oh, there's Chalk in the middle of the whirlpool now. That's not going to be a good thing for him, but he just barely evades my 1, but Fenrir takes him for a ride. That's going to put him in a bad spot, drop him in the whirlpool. That's going to be the end of him. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I think we can go ahead and, try not to get killed by minions and kill their Titan. Because, well, Izzy's coming back, but I think it's too little too late at this point here. Right? No, we can't quite press it in with Fenrir and Kumba at just such low health. There's just not much they could do. I know she's coming in for the kill, and she gets Kumba. But just at my low health, you know, I think that if I would have been anywhere near there, it would have been just a double kill. So we got to back off once again, get back in here. This time I decide to buy 1 of each power potions. Let's spend that 6k gold, right? Alright, so what do we do here? What are we doing? Well, Fenrir is going to go check the Bull Demon area. I'm going to come back along here for the spin. I see that Poseidon went that way. Oh yeah. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Just kind of keeping them keeping them tight. There's our Phoenix back up. Let's go ahead and drop our mana buff here. Give Dan time to respawn. Find the buff. Where are we thinking? Alright, so we got our fire minions. Let's go ahead, get these last of their fire minions cleared up here, right? Fenrir's keeping an eye back there on the fire giant slash bull demon. Dan's going back. Looks like he's going to drop some wards on him. Fenrir's picking up some wards. This is what this game has come down to. It is just right now a matter of, you know, who can get the deicide and get the final push right here. One, to make sure that they don't pick up damage buff. Always forget that I have a buff and try to pick it up anyways. You know, common. Alright, let my team know that it's in there. Get the wave cleared. Someday this marathon match will come to an end. As I see Izzy here on the backside. What are you doing, Izzy? What are you doing? You know what? Let's just kind of ward you off. You're not coming through that way, okay? Alright, so Fenrir, you go that way. I'll go this way. We got this. Just push in. Drop that down in there on them. There, we got one. Now that's going to just allow us to go ahead and get the push in with Izzy down. No bursting of damage there really to worry about outside of the Poseidon. And where are you going with him? Where are you going? Let's go ahead and crack it right about there. It gets him up. He gets the Aegis off in time, but he's still going to get thrown up, which puts him in a bad spot and allows us to finally end the marathon, dropping the Titan. What a heck of a game. So again, wanted to focus on a different style of Poseidon play, no building stacks, mainly focusing on getting that tide meter up. You see in the end, the other Poseidon there went 2, 11, and 19 of 26k damage and 97 on the minions. I finished at 9, 5, and 16 with 34k on players and 112 on minions. So again, not the greatest of early builds, but once you get to that mid-game point, yeah, things really start to come together with this Poseidon. And thanks much to all the folks over at Defend Middle Lane for that podcast way back. It was one that was a while back. I forget exactly which episode it was, but you know, they had a lot of good tips on Poseidon that kind of carried through. And you know, maybe if I spent a little bit more time on the guy and played him more consistently, I could probably pull that off even a little bit more better and know my limits a little bit more, so I could have been a little bit more aggressive. That's another thing, is just, you know, as you play a guy and get more experience with him, you know, you get those feels of what you can and can't get away with. So, hey, hit that subscribe button. Give me some comments down below. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. You know, I'm happy to get any feedback that you give, you know, because in the end, that feedback helps me grow and become a better player, which will in turn help the videos become better and better video quality for you, so that in turn you will help yourself and other friends here learn as well and create ourselves a better Smite community. And hey, my tip to you is, when it comes to dirt naps, remember, you got to give them before you take them. Peace out, folks.